Are you looking for the best cabinet table saw? Here we will break down the top 7 cabinet table saw on the market. We have included links in the description for each product mentioned, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. At number 1. Sawstop 10-inch Professional Cabinet Saw. Perfect for both hobbyists and craftsmen, the Sawstop is our overall best cabinet table saw on our list. The PCS 31230 TGP252 from Sawstop is a 3 HP cabinet saw that delivers excellent performance, while featuring the company's patented safety system to ensure maximum safety during use. The Sawstop safety system is similar to that of the G0690 from Grizzly, where the blade stops in milliseconds after it comes in contact with flesh. Designed and built in order to satisfy the needs of the most demanding users, the PCS 31230 TGP252 features an exacting finish and feet, and a superior dust collection system. For increased precision and added strength, the PCS 31230 TGP252 saw features a 52-inch T-glide fence system, but also an extension table and rails. There is also another feature you're going to love about the PCS 31230 TGP252 cabinet saw, including the left tilting blade, and a riving knife which protects the user during non-through cuts and minimizes kickback. If you want to take the saw with you and use it in a different location, you can purchase the optional MBPCS000 integrated mobile base, which features 2 stationary casters and 2 pivoting casters. Furthermore, it's also possible to upgrade the mobile base assembly to a 1,000-pound lift capacity, add a hydraulic piston lift, and 4 independent pivoting casters. At number 2. ShopFox WAT19 3 HP 10-inch table saw with riving knife. Users love this medium-sized cabinet table saw from ShopFox. The 3 horsepower, the 220-volt motor is middle of the run as far as cabinet table saws come, but it provides more than enough power for the 10-inch blade on this saw. Users appreciated the 4,300 RPM speed for making smooth buttery cuts in nearly any type of wood, including hard thick oaks and composites. The 3/1/8-inch depth of cut is on par with most other 10-inch saws, and is sufficient for the majority of woodworkers. The fencing is sturdy and heavy, which users like since it helps to keep the vibrations to a minimum, and contributes towards making accurate cuts every time with this saw. Many users noted that the blade and fencing were perfectly aligned right out of the box, and that setup could be done without hiring a professional, which is great for woodworkers who want to begin using the saw right away. One thing to note is that despite the large size of the table, especially compared to the Bailey saw, is that the maximum rip capacity on this table is only 29.5 inches. This can make the saw difficult to use when you need to cut wide sections of wood for paneling or similar purposes. The saw comes with a magnetic power switch and thermal overload protection to improve the overall safety of working with this table saw. In addition, ShopFox offers a 2-year warranty to provide peace of mind for your purchase, and customers routinely praise the company's customer service team. At number 3. 5 HP Unisaw with 52 Biesemeyer fence. The best thing about the Delta 36L552 is its motor. With 5 HP, it's the most powerful cabinet saw we'll look at. There isn't a wood on this planet that it won't be able to cut through. There is a vast difference in capabilities between a 1.7 and a 5 HP model. The problem with such a powerful machine is that you pay for this power. The Delta is one of the more expensive saws we reviewed. The adjustability on this saw is excellent, and you can easily change the blade height and blade bevel. The Delta saw has a large, easy-to-access on and off switch that you can activate from any angle. The safety features are not quite what they are on the Sawstop, but there are some installed. The problem that we have with the Delta is the inconsistency. This saw works really well for most people. The problem is that there are lots of people that struggle with delivery, setup, and consistent functioning when it comes to this saw. For the initial investment involved, this thing should work well from day one, and have some dependable customer service standing behind it. Unfortunately, that is just not the case. At number 4. Jet 708675 PK Xactasaw Deluxe 3 horsepower, 1 pH, 50-inch rip fence. Our best value pick goes to Jet 708675 PK Xactasaw. One of the most powerful options available to customers with a 3 horsepower motor, 230 V, RPM maximum of 4,300, and a poly V belt for smooth operation. Also features a lockdown fence system that makes it perfect for making rip cuts. The quick-releasing riving knife and integrated arbor lock system protect against the risk of kickback. The independent leaf safety guard protects the user from the blade while cutting. 50 max rip capacity. A magnetic on-off switch to protect against power fluctuations. Not suitable for small workspaces and doesn't come with casters. The Jet 708675 PK Xactasaw is a smooth-running, high-performance cabinet saw that offers unbeatable value for money for professionals and hobbyists alike. At number 5. Powermatic PM 1000 1791001K Table Saw 50-inch Fence. For those on a tighter budget, it's hard to argue with the array of features provided by this 10-inch table saw from Powermatic. The saw features a smaller 1.75 horsepower 115-volt motor compared to other table saws, although this doesn't affect the arbor speed much, it still spins at 4,200 pm. Users note that the smaller motor doesn't miss a beat either, and is able to cut through nearly any thick hardwood without whining or kicking. The table on this saw is moderate in size compared to other cabinet table saws, which is perfect for those with a small shop or working in a garage. Still, the 64-inch rails are extremely sturdy, and vibrations on the table are kept to a minimum for smooth, precise cuts. The poly-V belt drive system under the cabinet further reduces vibration, which users loved, since it makes accurate cuts significantly easier. The saw has a large 50-inch maximum rip capacity for those in need of cutting large sections of wood. The main problems with this saw are not with the saw itself, but with Powermatic. Users note that despite the 5-year warranty included with the saw, Powermatic's customer service team is difficult and unhelpful to deal with. In addition, many users found that the saw arrived damaged or that parts were missing upon arrival. It is also worth noting that the saw does not come with a blade, so you will need to factor that into the overall cost of the tool. At number 6. Grizzly G0715P Polar Bear Series Hybrid Table Saw with Riving Knife. This 10-inch cabinet table saw with the riving knife offered by Grizzly is easy to use, efficient, and suitable for various D projects. Users love the dust control feature, but some do note that they had problems turning the handle. The Grizzly hybrid saw table measures 26x30x43, and it features a quick-change blade guard, anti-kickback pawls, a single-phase 2 HP motor, a serpentine belt system for quiet operation, and a weight of 450 pounds. Moreover, it has an interchangeable riving knife and an easy glide fence system with camlock T-shaped fence for accuracy. Another great thing about this cabinet table saw is that it's CSA certified. The user also shares that as a carpenter, he finds this hybrid saw table to be handy, easy to operate, powerful and accurate. He highly recommends it. However, an unhappy customer has said that he encountered a serious problem with the motor, and that he doesn't recommend the table saw for any woodworker. Some other users also complained that the cabinet table saw arrived poorly packed with broken parts. At number 7. Ridgid R4512 10 inches 13 amp cast Irontable saw. Ridgid R4512 13 amp cast iron cabinet table saw is a relatively new and late entrant in the market, but surprisingly has surpassed HTC HOR 1038 cabinet table saw under 1000, which have been in the market longer than anyone. Ridgid R4512 13 amp cast iron cabinet table saw brings you the best of the quality in the lowest possible cost. The best feature of Ridgid R4512 13 amp cast iron cabinet table saw is what has kept it in the market. It certainly makes an appearance in reviews of cabinet table saw under 1000 in 2020, owing to its price penetration strategy in the market. If you own a cabinet table saw under 1000, and it could be any of the high-value cabinet table saw under 1000, chances are that would be much costlier than Ridgid R4512 13 amp cast iron cabinet table saw. Ridgid R4512 13 amp cast iron cabinet table saw will have more than 50% of all its features.